rest of us, and you want to be out there. How do you handle that mentally, like the late game and with a bunch of other games going
Honestly, as an athlete and as a competitor in this tournament, obviously the stakes change a little bit. Wanting to make sure that we, advance. Obviously, we get far in this tournament. We don't want to be one of the first teams at home. And so, in terms of changing our mindset, we have to think, hey, if we don't go out tonight and do what we're supposed to do, and they get the jump on us, we're gonna, get sent home really early as a really high seed. We're able to be, we were able to get a really high seed this year, and we don't want to be one of those upset stories. So, to some that puts pressure on us, to some that just kind of lights a fire underneath us, and honestly, we just have to go out there and do what we do, and we have to be ready to play.
Rebounding wise, they do a pretty good job for a small school. Getting after it in the glass, how big is that going to be for you guys to try to insert yourself in the glass and have a good rebounding mark?
It's crucial. Honestly, we are aware that they are a very good rebounding team, offensive rebounding team, and they're really big. But that's one of our key points and keys to winning the game is control the boards, and we'll be ready to go into the game tomorrow, ready to box out and look to eliminate the boards for them.
Any concerns about when they go small? Because there's times where they go real small. You guys haven't faced a lot of teams like that.
We are aware that at times they could go small ball or big bully ball or whatever. We have stuff ready for that, and we are confident in those preparations.
Does it give you confidence as a guy who's played a lot of different types of matchups this year, and you're going to be ready to go no matter what you see out there?
No matter what happens, no matter who's on the court, everyone on the team will be ready to play.
Jack, coaches, and the staff always taking a tough non-conference schedule, throughout the year. You always take tough opponents. When it comes to March and it comes down to, that one-day prep, that two-day prep where you don't have much time as your conference schedule, how much faith do you have in this team and in this coaching staff where you give yourself those tough non-conference games in prep for right now?
Yeah. Honestly, with these with these tournaments and these non-conference teams, like you said, we all really rely on Coach Izzo's experience. Doing this for years and years and years, and he's seen almost every outcome. You can imagine as from a coach's standpoint, and so at this time of year, whether you're a freshman or you're a senior, you have to put all your faith kind of in Coach Izzo and his coaching staff because they've seen this before. As players, we might have made it first round, second round, third round, but only Coach Izzo has been, to the championship, and at this point, we want to do our best as individuals, as a team, but at this point of the year, you really have to kind of put your own kind of game plan away and just be like, okay, Coach, what do we got to do? What do we got to do to win? And he always has the right game plan for us. And so I think as a team, and we've been doing this all year, in terms of, strength in numbers and being different, we just have to kind of, really listen to Coach and really pay attention to what he's saying to us in terms of game plan, and whether it's a mindset, doing things on the court, you just have to really buy into what Coach is saying.
Cleveland isn't too far of a drive. How much do you think Spartan Nation will be a factor tomorrow? They're pretty close.
I think it's going to be a big advantage, having Spartan Nation being so close. And, one of the great things about being a Spartan is that no matter where you go in the country, you're always going to have fans somewhere. You're always going to be hearing the Go Green, and no matter where you go in the country. And luckily, it's only a 3-hour drive, 3.5 hours from East Lansing. So it's going to be really awesome to see green in those stands tomorrow night.
How was the bus ride?
It's fantastic. It's just always fantastic. Gotta love those bus rides. But no, it was good. It was quick. It was bus rides. Road trips are always good to kind of stand back, kind of clear the head a little bit, and just kind of escape the everyday kind of schedule a little bit.
I wonder about, you mentioned about the strength of numbers. With Shimon and Frankie.
Yeah, I think the main message is that it's one and done time. I think everyone kind of knows that, but you really don't know until you get in that stage, on that stage. So being able to stay locked in and dialed in for every possession, whether you're on the bench, on the game, in the game, is huge because you don't know when you're going to be able to have another chance. So.
How do you channel the emotions of this? Going out there and just being in the moment, sort of.
I mean, personally, I think it's good that I've been here before and I've kind of got to lay the land a little bit. Time like this year, when being a 2 seed and having a kind of a more real chance to do big things is big. But also, for me, I think a lot of the basketball instinct just takes over when it comes to getting on the court and all that, and all the other antics behind the game and all that. It kind of just basketball just takes away all that, and you're able to just kind of focus on that. So that for me, that's what it is.
Has there been any lessons that you've learned from the past couple of times being here?
I think for me, it's just being able to handle the runs, being able to really lock down and rally around each other when it comes to them going on runs. Obviously, you're in neutral court on most games, so teams are going to go on runs. That's going to happen, and being able to manage that and kind of cut that off early so it doesn't get too bad and too hard for you to come back from is huge. So.
Cleveland's home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Do you have a favorite rock and roll song or band?
I don't know. I did kind of get more into like AC/DC, kind of that type of music. I like AC/DC, and maybe I might throw some like Led Zeppelin in there too. But
Thank you.
Any advice from you guys there, your teammates, like what to expect mindset-wise?
I think we kind of went through it in our non-conference with the teams we played. We kind of seen, in some of those games we were down, late in the game. So we kind of know what's going to go on tomorrow. But at the same time, we're going to have to adjust in the game, and we're going to have to bring our best too.
You haven't played many teams that like to run like they do. Obviously, you guys like to run. Are you looking forward to these getting up and down?
Yeah, I think it'll be a fun game. They're good in transition. We're good in transition. They play like 5 guards sometimes, so the matchups are probably gonna look crazy tomorrow. But I think it'll be a fun game.
With the way they play 5 guards, you obviously see that type of performance.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
What are some of the keys? What do the coaches want you guys to do? Like 90
Yeah, we want to guard the ball. Guard our yard is what we call it. Be in gaps. Contain their transition, and then box out and rebound because they do average around 14 offensive rebounds a game.
How do you channel the emotions going out there tomorrow and just being in the moment? Sort of?
Yeah, I think just believing in ourselves, coming together as a team, pulling for each other. I think that'll be big, and just sticking together through the ups and downs.
Cleveland is home to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Do you have a favorite rock and roll song or artist?
I don't actually.
You don't listen to it?
It can't come up to my brain right now. I'm having a brain fart. I can't think of it right now.
You're good. How has been playing in like NBA arenas like LCA and the Garden? How is that helping this sort of moment playing in another NBA arena?
Yeah, it's been great. I think it's a dream for some of ours. I know it's a dream for a lot of ours to play in the NBA and to be able to, in college, to play in the NBA arenas. It's been fun. And, we've played in, I think, 3 or 4 throughout the whole year. So it's been good for us to have that experience in these arenas.
Awesome. Thank you.
But first question for you, when you take a look at your game last year, right around this time, right when March and the tournaments and all that, what's the biggest difference that you see improvement-wise from your game a year ago to where it's at now?
Probably just being aggressive and then like staying aggressive. When a couple shots are not like falling, I'm like still like going like shoot. So Probably that, and then probably just my talking, being a leader, and my defenses went up too. So.
And what's the biggest, when you get that first 5 minutes in the first 20, tomorrow, what's kind of the mindset for you personally? You're trying to stay level-headed, not get too high, not get too low. What's kind of that initial first 5 minutes to get that adrenaline kind of calm down a little bit?
Probably just know that I am the calm spot for our team coming off the bench, keeping every body steady, and then just going out there and just playing solid, man. Just go out there, hoop, don't think. I might be a little nervous, man, but I'm just gonna go out there and just play.
How do you channel those nerves? How do you kind of settle yourself down throughout the game?
After the first few down in the backs, that's when I'm be like, okay, it's time. So.
Has there been any lessons you've learned, playing the NCAA tournament a couple times now?
Don't get too high, don't get too low, man, because it's a long game, man. Any thing can happen. So just go out there and just play, man. Just play.
You listen to rock and roll at all? Do you have a favorite band or anything?
I think it's called Grateful Dead. I think. Yeah. My stepdad listens to them. So shout out Andre. That's my guy.
You saw AJ earlier. He said that right after the Michigan game, he called you.
Yeah.
What was that conversation like?
Just I can't really say what he said, but just that he's proud of me and to keep on going. Yeah, appreciate you.
One-on-one, with no help. So I think that's really good. We got a lot of good shot blocking bigs and, contest, and we got a freak athlete in Cohen and Jaden and Jace. Trey, I have those guys on my side. So, I trust if I get beat, they can help me. Yeah, he's 6'5", he makes tough shots. And, he takes a lot of shots, and he has a couple big games throughout the year, so we know for sure he's definitely one of their guys.
All they're 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" guys. Does that make it more important that guards do their part on the glass?
Definitely. They average 13, 14 offensive rebounds, so for sure we make, the guards got to box out because, they're all about the same height and they all crash. So just, got to make sure that all the guards box out and do what we have to do.
How do you keep the emotions channeled tomorrow and, just stay in the moment?
Just understand that we have a goal and we got something we want to do. So the only way we can do that is making sure that we're mentally and physically there. That's the only thing that matters and the most important thing that matters for those 2 hours. Is trying to win a basketball game.
You didn't play last year, but you kind of got to sit back and watch. Was there anything you took away, lessons-wise, just watching last year?
Definitely that, just that the moments and the games can change at any moment. 1-2 possessions can win or lose you a game, like we've been seeing all March Madness already. Just the fact that you have to play hard all 40 minutes. You can be up the whole game and relax for 1 minute, and that can be the minute you lose. So just trying to stay focused, trying to stay relaxed, and I definitely think that we have a lot of depth, so that helps a lot. So you always kind of stay fresh and rotating guys, so that's I think works in our favor.
How hungry are you just to get this tournament started and everything?
Really, I wish we kind of played today. I was thinking tomorrow, we play at 10. It's gonna be a long day just until we get to game day. But more of the story is, I didn't get to play last year, so just taking everything from last year and trying to put into this year and do something special.
Cleveland's home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Do you listen to any rock and roll music? Do you have a favorite band or song?
Nah, not for real. Nah, no.
Thank you.
Winning plays.
honestly have fun doing it. I mean, there's a difference between making those winning plays and making those winning plays and having fun. Because sometimes winning play isn't what you want it to be, but everyone on the team has adopted that same mindset of make the winning play, make the winning play. We just want to win. And it's not about one person standing out, averaging 20 and, someone getting for 30. No, everyone on this team has really bought into the strength in numbers motto for us. And those are some of the, really big factors in what makes this team, so different.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's here. Do you have a favorite rock and roll song or just, I guess band in general?
Like for a war song or like
anything you like your go-to, because Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's here in Cleveland.
I mean, I can't really think of anything off the top of the head, because I mean, rock metal, like that kind of, I guess. Like, I've always been a big fan of AC/DC, like Welcome to the Jungle, all those kind of old songs like those. Those are good hype songs for pregame. Honestly, AC/DC is my go-to, I guess.
Cool. Thank you.
He's been here and done this a few times.
Yeah. Honestly, it's what we rely on most. During the season, we kind of, actually, I take that back. Throughout the entire season, we're always relying on his experience, because he has really been through every situation, every possibility, and wins and losses. And so throughout the year, we're trying to figure out things for ourselves and how we see the game. The coach always does a great job of being like, hey, this is what you see, but like from experience, this is what we got to do. This is what we got to be thinking. And at times it's frustrating because you want to figure it out for yourself, but I feel like everyone has really bought into, okay, coach, you've been here, your experience, we trust you, and we will trust what you say, because as players, you kind of like have a habit of trying to figure things out for yourself. But sometimes we can't make those mistakes in order to figure it out. It's just so much easier, and coach is really trying to say, like, hey, this is what has happened for the last 27 times, and like the entire time that he's been coaching, like, he's really trying to give us his best advice through all the years that he's been coaching. So it's really awesome to have him as a coach, to have those experience kind of backing us up.
Thanks, Shaq.
You got a lot to learn. Definitely emphasizes that on your first couple of days, that you got a lot to learn. It's not high school ball anymore, so you got to grow up and be a man and get ready for it. Of course.
I'm sure you want to get this underway, but being in the late game tomorrow, how do you guys handle that mentally? Like sitting around watching other games, wanting to be out there, and like kind of letting the emotions go at the right time.
Definitely, I definitely feel anxious to play my first game. I mean, I'm watching everybody else play, and I want to be on the court already. But I know I got to calm all that down, because I don't want to go in the game too hectic. I don't want to go in the game too out of sorts. So definitely got to stay calm, keep my composure, and still be excited about it though.
How do you stay calm in that sort of moment? You played in some bigger games, but how do you stay calm in this game?
Just kind of keep doing what I've been doing all season, kind of just playing with confidence. I feel like playing with confidence is the biggest thing that a player can have, especially going into games like this. So definitely try to come out, play with some confidence, and get the team going.
Did you talk to your dad at all about his experiences playing in the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, I mean, he told me about these games. He told me that, it's the toughest teams that wins, and the next 3 weeks got to be about winning. That's the only thing that should be on my mind.
Cleveland's home to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Do you have any, I guess, rock and roll songs that you like to listen to, or bands at all?
I usually listen to all types of music, but I don't think I listen to rock and roll as much. I wouldn't say that. Maybe I'll probably like throw in maybe some like Metallica or something, but yeah. I don't overly listen to rock and roll as much. I probably should get more into that.
They've got some bigger guards and that type of thing. Is there anybody they remind you of?
I would say, I don't know if there's a team that we've played that has this length and size at the guard positions. I mean, they got 3-4 guards that are all above 6'6", 6'7". So we know that they're going to play hard and they're going to play aggressive, and they're one of the top offensive rebounding teams in the country. So we know we got to fight them off the boards, because they got a lot of guys that crash the boards.
So that can be a big deal for the guards to pull their weight and rebound.
Oh, 100%. I think all 5 need to be on the glass, because we can't just have our bigs down there fighting against 5 other guys. So we know we all got to go in there and grab some.
You're looking forward to playing a game where they want to run and you guys want to run.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a team that wants to run with us, and I don't know if teams can run with us, but we're gonna see. After watching the film, I feel like they're a really good running team when they get on their transition game. So we know defensively we got to come down and shut that down.
You think there's a chance they don't try to run like you guys? It seems like a lot of teams have open tendency this year.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it depends. We're ready for them to run against us, get their press break going. So we know we just got to be ready for that. If they switch the game up, we're going to have to switch our game plan up in the game and just talk to each other.
Izzo's been in a lot of these NCAA tournaments. Was there a message he's had for you or anything just going into your first one?
You got to stay hungry. He's told me about the experiences he's had being a high seed and losing. I mean, when I was younger, I was watching that Middle Tennessee State game, and I remember that crushing feeling when they lost. So I know that we got to come in here, we got to play hard because there's a lot of lower seeded teams that think they can knock us off and beat us.
Thank you.